Hello Raven merchants. So in this video, as I've mentioned before, I'm going to be I'm teaching you how to install this Raven callback request button on your cart checkout page, on this page. You should have seen videos already on how to get it on, other parts of your site. For example, either floating over here, which I'll show you just right now, just like that. Right. Now, one way to get the callback button on the cart page is actually to leave it as this bottom right or bottom left or top right or top left. Regardless of any of the options other than embedded on page, if you select, this button will show up on all of the pages except the next page, which is the checkout page. So that's why I have it there. It's why in my own personal store, I also like to keep it as the floating bottom right page, as you know. And again, that's because I like having it always there for my user at any time in their journey to request a call. Not all stores are the same. If you have other floating widgets, you don't want to, confuse your customer. The way to do that is to have it actually embedded on the page itself, which I'm just going to walk you through now. So the way to do that is quite simple. What we're going to do is we're going to click Embedded on Page when we're in our configuration page. We're going to copy the second snippet that's going to be in the green box. I'm just going to click Save for now. So we're going to embed it there, and then we're going to go into our Edit Theme page. Here you want to open up the cart.liquid page. That's this one right here, cart.liquid. Once you click that, you'll have it open here. As you can see, I already have this widget embedded. I'm just going to delete it to show you from the start. So I click Save. Now when I refresh, you'll see that there's no button here, right? So I want to put the button, let's say I want to put it in two places. You don't have to put it in both places, but I'm just going to show you how to put it in two places. That way you can choose where you want it to go. So I'm going to put one right here at the top here, and then I'm going to put one right here at the bottom as well. So I'll show you how to do both. Let's start with the one at the top. So the one at the top is what you want to do is you want to find this form where the form starts, right? So keep in mind the button does not embed within the form. It won't work if you put this button within a different form. It has to be outside of the form. So in this case, it's above the form. Keep in mind the form though is this whole area, so it would either have to be before or after this whole form section. So we're going to put this here in front of it, and I'm going to click Save, and you'll see what this looks like just in a sec. So there we go, it's added there. Now, by default, it's going to be aligned to the left-hand side of your page, but you can very easily fix it. I'll tell you how to do that. It's very easy. What we're going to do is we're going to create a div. We're going to click div. Basically, going to call it align. So we want it to align equals in, and then in quotations, we're going to write center. Close quotation, and then close the div tag. And then at the end of the div, we're just going to close the div. So now that this is what it looks like, I'm going to click Save. I'll leave this up here so you can always just copy paste it yourself. And when I click refresh, now you'll see that it's centered. I can also add this to be on the right hand side. Obviously it's very simple. Click Save. And now you see it's here on the right hand side. So that's very simple, very easy to do. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Now, as far as putting it at the bottom, I kind of gave you guys a hint already. I'm just going to copy paste this, put it underneath the form here, because the form is basically this whole section is the form, right? Where this kind of receipt is, or your checkout details are, where these buttons and the special instructions is. The form constitutes this whole section. So I'm just going to put it underneath that form. Click click save, refresh, and now you see the button is there as well. So the button's going to be wherever you put it, right? If you want it in both places, you have that option. You can leave it in both places. I'm actually just going to remove it because I like it. I like having it just at the top because someone can it's very easy for them to see. So I'm going to leave it at the top. Obviously, you can leave it at the bottom as well. What's cool is you can add this basically to any page. You have all these other pages that you have it. You can add it to a collection page. You can add it to your blog. You could add it to a 404 page if anyone gets on an error page. You can just put the button there so that they have someone to call if they somehow land on a broken link on your website. You can add it to even the product pages, which I've shown you in the different video. So I included that same widget, that same snippet. This same snippet. You want to paste anywhere on any of the pages where you want it to show. So there's another video for how to do it on this page in more detail, which there should be a link to in this description. And again, but the point of this video was to show you just how to do it in the cart. So there you go.